Hello everybody and welcome back to Getting Wrecked and Factorio. So I have finished cutting down the forest and created our first perimeter here. A wall going around like this. We still have this section kind of undefended, but it mostly is coal mine. We can put down a turret up there and it should be fine. So I don't know if I will make the wall like this or up there. We want to bring the copper inside, but we have more copper over here, so I think we will go for this one anyways. And like I said before, this is not very far away. You could easily just use belts for this, I guess, but we are going to use trains. And that brings us back to what we are supposed to do today. My plan for today is to research the car, so let's start with that. And the car will require steel, so some steel production wouldn't be too bad to think about. We should also upgrade our furnaces to steel furnaces. And we should kind of make the steel production permanent, I guess you could say. So let's see, we need some stone bricks. Quite a lot of stone bricks. We have quite a lot of stone bricks. So let's get some steel furnaces going. So I think, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we could have like 12 maybe in a row and still keep maximum production with these kinds of belts, but we can go a bit smaller, I guess. It's fine. Maybe we should upgrade these guys first, since this is actually what we are kind of using. So yeah. Now if we're going to bring in some kind of train station up here, I'm not quite sure how much we will smelt on spot here and how much we will smelt like over here when we mine the iron ore, if we will bring it after we have processed it or not. I haven't really decided on that. Anyways, I have a blueprint here for furnaces. As you can see, it's pretty big. So I think this is maximum length it can be with yellow belts, and it doesn't really fit here. And more importantly, I don't really want to have that much steel production. Anywho, now we can build a car that requires engine, unit, steel and iron plate. The first car we make we can kind of build by hand mostly, so well, I don't really want to create that many cars, so it's fine to just manually create it. Let's build some more furnaces though, because I still think we can go with more iron. I'm trying to clear an area here where we can put down some more furnaces. So today we're going to try to make a car. We're trying to make steel production, and then we're going to go scouting a little bit. So let's see if we can fit it in here now. Too easy. Well, let's remove these trees as well. Might as well. You can shoot the trees if you want to by pressing C to force attack. It's a little bit quicker. You don't get the resources, but who cares? If I had some hand grenades, I could do it much quicker. Oh, come on. Who left these trees? So, put it over here. And then we will have to put down all of these. Since if this is going to be steel, we want it to go south. We are out of belts. No, we are not. Just kidding. We will never run out of belts. And where did the splitter go? There it is. Actually, is 4 enough for steel? I definitely think so. I think that's a bit of an overkill almost, so... How about if we use this again? Could actually kind of fit it over there. Should we do it? Let's do it. So while I'm doing this, let's put some iron, coal, and coal. So we get some more steel at least. So we just need to move this guy a little bit over. Actually, this is something we only use for the steel anyway, so we can actually remove this. So I want to create one more of these, and I guess that's fine. So this is going to create iron, which we want to use for the steel. That's my plan. So I don't really know the ratio here. 2 to 4, maybe. We will have one of these. You will go in down here. You will go in down there. Whoops, sorry dudes. And now we need iron ore over here as well. Alright, well, can just do it like this. I feel like I'm in this temporary zone again where I just create stuff that I will regret pretty soon. But so like that, and we will have a splitter. like so. Nice. Alright, we want to have one more splitter here. You can never have too many splitters, let's get one more. Bring in the coal, and then we will bring in iron plates from over here. Somehow we will make this happen. So I guess we could make a small chunk underground here. It's not beautiful, but you know, it should work. All we need is power. Something like that. Get 2 of these, 2 of those, some more. Yoink yoink. So these 2 will provide iron to this. And that's kind of my plan. We might need more than these 2 though. I have a feeling we might need more. Let's get a couple more. So now we don't have enough iron to provide over here. Even if you're not researching, so I don't really know where all the iron is going. But this is mostly, most likely going to be kind of a lack of mining drills. So let's get some iron. Get a couple of these, get 1 of those, 2 of these. And manufacturing a lot of stuff. Take a look at this section, which seems to be doing fine. For the moment. What is that thing? Some old relic. Just some more iron. Some more iron ore. Put them a little bit too close to each other. The OCD is itching. Anyways, we should have some more furnaces here. These guys are keeping up. These guys need some help. 1 to 1, is that the thing? I mean, these guys smelt much faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like, how many do you need for 1 steel bar? 5. I feel like these should definitely be enough to supply. So all we need to do now is to create a chest down there, and we should be good to go. Like so. Okay, so let's see about that car. So in order to produce a car, we will need a couple of engines, 8 engine units. And those can only be created in a factory. So let's create a factory. Because I don't have anyone. I that. We will make engine units. Do we have any cogs? We have some cogs waiting here. So let's get some cogs and let's create some pipes. So we need to have 16 pipes. Boom. There we go. So we should actually have a car ready to go pretty soon. Which is kind of strange in this game, I feel, because I feel like electricity and cars you get pretty early. Trains you get relatively late. Well, you don't get it late, but it's a little bit late. We're going to bring some of these iron to becoming steel, and some of it will go down here and join the rest, I think. That is kind of my idea. Four more car units. Let's see what we can research. We can research the train, I guess. Or should we go with the lab speed? Let's go with the train. That's a lot of coal. Let's see, do we need more stone? Nope. This is not particularly fast, I have to say. Right, so we got fancy furnaces here. That's great news. We'll most likely have a couple of walls down here. Don't really need them right now. I'm just going to put down some power and then we will build our fancy car and do some scouting so we know what to expect. Where's my boiler? There it is. Get two of these and we will have some trees in the way. One thing I should do with steel is to create a better axe, because this is stupid that I'm using a pretty mediocre axe. Performance, they are actually almost maxed out. Let's, while we are up here, we can upgrade this. One thing, let's create a couple of pipes as well. One thing you kind of realize when you play this game is that when you get electric furnaces, power demand gets quite high. Right, railway, thank you. I think I placed these a bit off. I think I placed this a bit off. Right, so like that. Q is one of the best buttons in this game, because not only will you remove the thing you have in your hand, but you can also use it as a pipette tool. Like if you have a boiler, I don't have a boiler now, I don't have a steam engine, but I have one of these, so I can just hover and press Q and I get this. So that's a pretty quick way of finding things quicker in your inventory. So let's get down, get some steel, and then get our freaking car. Let's need some more engines. Boom! Producing a car takes half a second, just so you know. So we can place it somewhere. Let's place it outside of the freaking forest. Boom! Need some coal, some power, or and some ammo. Now, Could also put in like a gun turret there, so we know that we have some turrets we can put down if we run into some trouble. Let's see, we haven't researched gates yet. Can we get gates? Or have I researched gates? How do I research gates? Here it is. Military 2. Alright, let's research that first. Come on, come on, I want my gates. Okay, so we can make grenades and military science pack and some better ammo. But it is mostly to get the gates. 100 research, really? Alright, we are not going to wait for that. We're going on a scouting mission. So what we're looking for is oil. Actually, are you able to get over here? Maybe. Maybe I need some defense on this side. I would kind of need more. Look at this, we got a warning. One turret has engaged enemy, so we are actually under attack. Let's make a gate the old-fashioned way here. Create one of these, make some ammo and get going. So it's important to not crash into things with the car, but it's much faster than running. It's pretty quiet though. So we are looking for oil, and that's purple spots on the map. Let's avoid the trees. So here we got some enemy spawners. That's a pretty large base actually. Got the base down there as well. Coal. Some kind of small base here. I'm just scouting, don't mind me. Still don't see any oil at all. I think if we should try to destroy these. It might not be a good idea to destroy these early, because that will make them evolve faster. But these are such a small base that I should be fine. They're spawning some enemies, but that's fine. It's mostly a lot of ammunition I have to waste here. That's a large. I have some uranium there. But that's a pretty nasty section. I kind of want to. Oops, we research the gates. Let's research automatic train transport. Actually, let's research solar energy, because that will take quite a while. So we could destroy this. I think that's a pretty good idea, because our pollution is actually reaching that. Some more ammo into the car. I don't like the fact that we haven't found any kind of oil just yet. I have a small worm there, that's kind of a turret. These guys does feel a lot like Zerglings. I think we can almost outrange the turret. At least a small turret or small worm. But they will get larger and larger, so you might think that this car is a bit overpowered, which it kind of is in the beginning, but it will get obsolete pretty quickly. I'm almost tempted to put down some kind of defense here, because some reason. Do we have... let's put 100 in that and 100 in this. Do we have any more walls? We have. Since we are going to need to expand here later anyways, I don't want them to create a new base here all the time. And I think the way they expand is that they send like a forward squad over there, and if they don't meet anything they will establish a forward base. Should make some gates here. So I would prefer it if they didn't got a chance to establish a base there. So I have a gate here. So well and good, but before we end this episode we need to find some freaking oil. So let's go to the north. So much forest here though. Oops, I'm driving to the only rock on the grasslands here. Getting a little bit too close to those guys, yes. We should be able to break through over here. How long will you chase us? Stupid trees. You must drive through them if you want to. You could also make more radar stations to automatically discover the map a little bit quicker. But they do require a lot of power. Okay, some iron. Type of the freaking music. That's a large stone patch. This is really far away from any kind of base. Like, this is not usually how far away you need to go for oil, in my opinion, but I guess this is rail world for you. A couple of really large bases as well. Okay, here we actually got some oil. %, that's not very much. I don't think so, at least. Should be able to find fields that are 1000 at least. But hello guys, don't mind me. I'm just passing through. I don't have that much ammo, so I don't really want to fight. Don't have to. Find a lot of uranium, but not a lot of oil. This makes me a bit concerned. That's all the oil we have seen. Okay, here we go. That's a lot of oil, I think. I don't have time to check. Come on, eee. I think that was a really large oil field, but that's also a pretty big enemy base, so I don't know. Okay, we got solar energy. 5,000. That might that might be the reason why we can't find any oil, because every drop of oil is over there. Before we go back to base, let's see if we can make it over here or not. I'm not quite sure. We will not be able to bring the vehicle there just yet, so let's go around. We could make a bridge over there, because if we want to get to that oil field we might as well. Let's just drive past here. Hello! Yeah, the car is pretty good as long as you can keep moving. The problem is if you run into a rock or something and you get stuck, then you're kind of screwed. And also, I think this is where we came from. And also, when the biters get a little bit more highly evolved and they get ranged attacks, and you can't avoid the ranged attacks from what I know, so you will take a lot of damage. Pretty dark game when you don't have any lights during the night time. Let's put down a gate here. Whoop. Alright, so this map might actually be a bit more difficult than I thought. Let's put down some lights here. So I'm not quite sure how... Oops. Okay, there are a lot of... Let's get a couple more poles. So I'm not quite sure, because this section is super good, like so much good stuff we can bring over here. But we are getting close to the tier of tech where we will need oil. And 500 is not a lot, but we might need to go for that first, so we can take some better military tech before we try to get over here. Maybe, or we just focus on this one before they evolve too much. I'm not quite sure. And one other thing we need to check, without destroying all our power poles, because that's something I like to do, drive into them. I want to check if we can get over to the other side here. Yeah, it looks like that. So we're actually not safe from this side. Let's put down a gun turret here. So I'm thinking that what we will do Mother load. I think what we will do is try to make some trains. But I'm not sure if we want to do some military tech first. So I'm not sure how much military tech you can do without fuel or oil. For example, construction bots are pretty important tech, but then you need advanced circuits. And advanced circuits require plastic, and plastic requires oil. So the most important late game tech requires the oil. So we need to do some kind of expedition. But anyways, that will have to wait until the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.